Hello, in this video we will see arithmetic operations in pointers in C. So there are very limited, very few set of arithmetic operations which can be performed on pointers, which are plus plus, which is an increment operator, minus minus, which is a decrement operator, and we can perform plus, that is addition, and minus, that is subtraction. So let us try to understand it with an example. Okay, before we go in detail of arithmetic operations on pointers, let's do a quick revision of what are pointers. So pointer is a variable like any other variable. A pointer is a variable which will store address of other variables. If I declare int c, c is a variable and the data type of this variable c is integer. That means c will hold integer type variables. But if I have a pointer type variables, this variable will store address of some other variable. Now let's continue with the program. So yeah, so here we can see that in this program I have taken an integer array. Name of my array is v, and this array is storing three elements, that is 10, 100 and 200. So I repeat, it is an integer type variable array. Name of array is v, size of array is 3. That means it will store three integer type values which are 10, 100 and 200. Next, I have taken a pointer type variable. Okay, don't assume it as x. I have taken a pointer type variable ptr, not x. I have taken a pointer type variable ptr. Now, how do you identify that this is a pointer type variable? We identify that this is a pointer type variable because of this star. Now, what are we storing in this ptr? In this ptr, we are storing v. That means in this array, I have three elements 10, 100. I have three elements 10, 100 and 200. The index of first element of an array is always 0. That means index of first element, which is 10, is 0. Index of second element, which is 100, is 1, and index of third element, which is 200, is 2. So when we do ptr is equal to v, that means to this variable ptr, which is a pointer type variable, we are passing the index of first element. That means ptr will store address of the first element. So in this case, ptr will store address of 10, which is the first element. So the address over here is 0x7fff and so on. Okay, so coming back to the program. So I repeat, v is a array which has three elements, integer type elements. ptr is an integer ptr is a pointer type variable which is holding the, right now it is holding the address of first element of the array, which means it is holding the address of 10. Now I have taken a simple for loop which starts from 0 to and will go till 2. That means my loop will run 3 times, 0, 1 and 2. And in this loop I'm using two printf functions. So we are doing printing inside this for loop. Give me a moment. Okay, coming back here. So first printf will print the value of star ptr. We have already seen this in the previous video. What is star ptr? Star is a value of our operator. So star, what is ptr? ptr is holding address and star is value of operator. So star ptr means value at address of whatever value is given. So this will print the value at the pointer. So where is pointer pointing? Right now pointer is pointing to the first element of array. So this will print the value at the address of first element. The value at the address of first element is 10. And next printf function will print the value of ptr. What is ptr holding? ptr is holding the address of the first element of array. And then we have, so this would be printed. So first thing which would be printed would be 10, and the second printf will print the address of the first element of array. Okay, now coming to this, the arithmetic operator, which is plus plus. So ptr plus plus will increment by one place. So initially ptr was pointing to the first element of array. When I do ptr plus plus, now ptr will point to the second element of the array, and after that loop will run once again, and then ptr will point to the third element of the array. This diagram will make it more clear. So this is my memory map. I can see I have three values stored, 10, 100 and 200 at contiguous memory locations, because since it's an array and each data element has a unique address. The address of data element 10 is this, then 100 has a unique address, and then 200 has a unique address. So initially when we had written ptr is equal to v, that means ptr is pointing over here. ptr is pointing to the first element of array. When I write ptr is equal to v, that means ptr is pointing to the first element of the array. When we do ptr plus plus, that means the pointer is incremented. So the pointer moves from the first position of array to the second position of array. And if you again do ptr plus plus, then it moves from second element of array to the third element of array. So this is the output which we get when we print the value of star ptr. Remember, star ptr means value at address. So value at address is the value. So we get, so 10 is printed. Next, the address, the first address is printed over here. The second value is printed over here. The third address is printed here. The third value is printed, sorry, over here second value is printed and second address is printed. Over here third value is printed and third address is printed. Third value, remember, was 200, and let's check the address. The last three digits of address are 718. So the third address gets printed. Okay. Now coming to decrementing a pointer. Decrementing a pointer is exactly same as incrementing a pointer, just it works in the reverse manner. Instead of moving from first element to second element to third element, it will start from any of the element and it will move towards the lower index value. So that means if we start from index value 2 and we do ptr minus minus, it will move to ptr, it will point to index value 1. If again I do ptr minus minus, it will point to index value 0. Again the same thing, I have taken an array, I have passed three values to the array, I have taken an integer I, and I have taken a variable ptr, which is a pointer type variable. That means it will store the address of some other variable. And what value is ptr storing? ptr is storing the address of variable var. But remember, over here within brackets I have written 2. That means ptr will store address of var2. That means ptr will store the address of third element. Why third element? Why not second element? Because always remember, array index starts from 0. So when I write var2, it will start from 0, 1, 2, 1 and 2. So 2 will represent the third element, 1 will represent the second element, and the first element will be represented by 0. So same way, I have taken a for loop which will start from 3 and go to 0. So my loop will run 3 times, and each time it will print the value and the address. So the address would be printed over here, the value would be printed using this printf function, and then we are doing ptr minus minus. So from where am I starting my printing? I'm starting my printing from the last element, and then we are doing minus minus. So the address of 200 would be printed, then the address of 100 would be printed, and then the address of 10 would be printed. You can see the output here. Okay, so in this video, we have seen two very important arithmetic operations which are usually performed on pointers, which are increment operator and decrement operator. Thank you. Thanks for watching.